I'm going to bring the flavor, show you. Oh, all right. Oh, almost blew my ears out. All right. You ready? Should we sing? Oh my God, we're back again. I'm my brothers, sisters, everybody saying, welcome to Auburndale High School for this Merriwood South girls volleyball matchup. Steve Mays, Braden Sutter, glad you're joining us tonight here on Zaleski Sports. It's going to be a good one. The Auburndale Eagles and the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Auburndale coming in at 17-9 on the year. A very successful weekend in their 4 or 5 games that they played. Newman Catholic coming off of the lacrosse Diocese tournament down at McDonald Central in Chippewa. We'll go through their paths, how that weekend went. But Newman Catholic 2-0 in the Merriwood South with wins over Assumption and Marathon. And Auburndale 1-1 in conference with a win over Assumption and a loss to Edgar. Edgar, the only other 2-0 team in the conference. 2-0, 2-0, 1-1, 1-1, and 0-2 and 0-2. So that is how it pans out here tonight. It is senior night. It is little Diggers night as well. They had a fun festivity beforehand. And these two teams played here last year, right at the end of the year, after the conference was already wrapped up by Stratford. And Newman Catholic won that one 3-1. And this is my first time this year watching All-State hitter Camille Soboleski live. And she's as good as she's ever been. And heading to St. Olaf next year to play for the Olies in Minnesota. I should know where this is in Minnesota. Yeah, Northfield, Minnesota, home of St. Olaf, and Camille's going to go head down there and play volleyball next year and see if she can will her team to another run here in the playoffs come next month. Back-to-back state tournament appearances for Newman Catholic. They're 14-13 this year, but let's see what they can do once the postseason starts next month. As she is hyped up to be and more. She's going to be a lot of fun to watch here tonight. 7 other games on the network tonight. 2 big soccer games. Got a crosstown rival in Eau Claire, the Memorial Old Abe's and the North Huskies at Eau Claire Memorial tonight. And then a big conference matchup down in Wisconsin Rapids. It is Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders and DC Everest Evergreens. The rest of our games are volleyball games on Zaleski Sports tonight. So looking forward to taking a look at all those games as we play throughout the match here tonight. I probably should have read through these. We don't have a Mutual of Wausau insurance read tonight, but I have one of those RIP calendars, day-by-day RIP calendars that my wife got me for Christmas. And we will mention a very fun or very interesting this day in history fact right before our match starts here tonight that happened the same exact year that Mutual of Wausau started their business as well. So we'll talk about that. A great crowd here tonight. As expected, a big matchup. And you know that the Edgar Wildcats will have their eyes all over this match as well tonight. So looking forward to this one. We'll take a quick break. Come back with your national anthem and starting lineups. It's high school volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Please stand. Please remove all caps. Please draw your attention to our nation's flag as we honor our country, and especially those who are serving and who have served us in our nation's military as we hear our national anthem. WIAA, good sportsmanship is expected from players and fans alike. Please root your team on in a positive manner, and let's have a great game from everyone this evening. We're grateful to have Little Diggers here with us tonight, and of course we are grateful for our seniors and their leadership on this senior night here at Auburndale. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the Cardinals. Number 1, Camille Soboleski. Number 2, Enya McCarthy. Number 4, Lexi Rice. Number 11, Kate Kearns. Number 12, Addison Keene. Number 15, Lauren Thiel. And the libero for Newman, number 8, Anna France. The Cardinals are coached by assistants Rick Spence, Billy Zupke, Robin Kirsch, Ashley Lang, Jess Denton, Katie Denton, head coach Benny Lang. And now the starting lineup. Number 1, Elena Steins. Number 3, Chesney Nagel. Number 4, Elena Richardson. Number 7, Sydney Wolf. Number 8, Kennedy Crane. Number 13, Maya Katzenberger. The libero for Auburndale's number 5, Kylie Anderson. Auburndale's coached by assistants Amy Cranes, Georgie Schwesser, Sydney Kubishik, and Kate.
All right, our starting lineups tonight brought to you by McDonald's in Marshfield. Make sure you head down to McDonald's in Marshfield for all of your lovely, lovely dinner plans. Starting lineups for Newman, as you heard, Camille Soboleski, Enya McCarthy, Alexi Rice, Kate Kearns, Maddie Keene, Lauren Thiel, and the libero is Anna France. For Auburndale, Elena Stein, Chesney Nagel, Elena Richardson, Sydney Wolf, Kennedy Crane, Maya Katzenberger, and the libero is the senior Kylie Anderson. Again, thank you all for tuning in here on Zaleski Sports tonight. Looks, I haven't given the ball to anybody quite yet. It will be Auburndale to start serving from left to right on your screen. Again, the Eagles, of course, head coached by Kate Schmutzer, and Newman Catholic coached by Betty Lang. Auburndale in their pink jerseys tonight. And we are underway right at 7 o'clock. Whew. Right on the money, and we are underway. France pops it up. And the first attack is into the rafters, chased down by Wolf. And Crane sends it over to the back line and out. The attack by Maddie Keene, and Newman Catholic leads 1-0 early on. First point of the night goes to the Cardinals. Now Lexi Rice, the junior. Much like Auburndale, just 3 seniors on this Newman Catholic team. Auburndale did sweep Newman Catholic in the JV game. Popped up by Richardson. Nagel's there, far side for Wolf. Swings and kills it. Sydney Wolf with a successful attack. And Elena Steins will check in. Maya Katzenberger out. And Alexis Goddard in for the Eagles. Back sets it and attack there. Popped up again. Over it goes by the Cardinals. Richardson to Nagel in the middle for Steins. Elena off the top of the block. France takes it out. Passes up to the near side for Lauren Thiel. Tipped at the net. It's going to be a point to Newman Catholic. Oh, VAR official said that it was touched, so it's going to be point Newman Catholic. The way the trajectory of the ball looked like it was touched. Point Cardinals. Lauren Thiel now into serve for Newman Catholic. Again, 14 and 13 on the year. They went 2 and 3 over the weekend in Chippewa Falls. Kennedy Crane over the top, popped up. First attack here for Soboleski, and Camille puts it down. 3-1 Newman. Thank you to our game day sponsors, Westside Auto Body in Auburndale, Sweats Country Corner Mart in Blanker, and Hopped Well Drilling here in Auburndale. Again, looking over to longtime head coach Betty Lang. Over to Wolf, down and good for Sydney Wolf. She's got both points for the Eagles. Jalen Schur will come in to serve for Auburndale, trailing 3-2. That fun fact I'll have for you here in a moment that we had mentioned, that I had mentioned about this day in history. Soboleski down the line, popped up by Schur. Anderson is there. And Sydney Wolf winds in through the block again. She's got all 3 to Sydney Wolf. We're tied at 3. So Mutual of Austin Insurance started in 1875. On this day in 1875, September 23rd, was the first time that Billy the Kid was arrested. Yeah, 150 years ago. Fun fact of the day. And my wife got me one of those peel away daily calendars, and that was the history fact of the day. Billy the Kid arrested for the first time 150 years ago today. 5-3 Newman Catholic. And a long serve. Down went Anderson to try and protect herself. 4 serving 3 here, and it'll be the senior Sydney Wolf. Kendall Novotny in for Auburndale. Back line popped up, and Sydney Wolf having a heck of a first set on her senior night through the fingertips of Maddie Keene. Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce are your rural mutual insurance agents in Marshfield. They offer a full line of insurance products. Contact them today for a free quote. And got another one. Does Wolf first lead for Auburndale. 6-5 Eagles. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Good crowd watching online. This is the fullest that I've seen Auburndale Gym since last winter. Soboleski, another kill for Camille. Always tremendous community support here in Auburndale for all of their teams. WIAA Fremont at Iowa Scandinavia tonight. Rhinelander at Mosinee. Wolf digs it over to Anderson. Hopped it up to Nagel. Soboleski again. Dug out by Anderson. Far side for Nagel. Chesney wound up. Popped up by Keene. Camille again. Perfect pass. And puts it in. The big hitters coming out tonight. Sydney Wolf and Camille Soboleski. And Camille has been on fire to start things here tonight. And off the top of the net and back, and it's a service error. Good friend Paul Lecker here taking pictures. Appreciate all Paul's work to help us out. Back sets it to McCarthy, the sophomore, and unable to connect on the attack. Wisconsin Rapids and DC Everest soccer. That one was requested to me by our buddy Braden Bullis and Chris Conley, and there's an ace. Big conference implications. Stevie Chica will be out, and Lauren Thiel will be back in. Crosstown rivals, Eau Claire Memorial and Eau Claire North. Wrightstown is at Waupaca in volleyball tonight. Shiocton is at Amherst. Soboleski, a bad pass there, and it's 10-7 Eagles. And our last one is Columbus Catholic at Neelsville. And all those games live and free for you at ZaleskiSports.com. Another good serve there by Anderson. Popped it up, back sets it to McCarthy. Left hand, sure digs it out. Sydney Wolf passes up to Novotny and blocked over the top by McCarthy. The long arms of Enya McCarthy. Auburndale is taking, Edgar is taking on Marathon tonight. There's Maya Katzenberger's first attack. Thiel, the near side, tipped at the net and down. Back-to-back for Auburndale. Back-to-back for Newman Catholic, and it's 9 serving 10 here for Camille Soboleski. Soboleski, the jump serve, and just a bit long. Good eye there by Kylie Anderson. Popped up at the net. Tough pass, and it's going to be a point for Newman Catholic. Lexi Rice with the bad pass. Still got over the net and scored it. Good line there. Anderson digs it. Nagel to Wolf. Popped up by Soboleski. Right back to Thiel. Lauren again. We're tied at 11. Popped up by Anderson, chased down by Nagel. Sydney Wolf sends over. We're tied at 11 here in the first. Wolf there again. Nagel sets it up. Katzenberger at the net and scores it. Back and forth we go. Lena Richardson in for the Eagles. And scores it right over the top of the net. Tied at 12. Rice is more than floors of Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom, visit their website, or give them a call today. The jump serve by Lexi Rice is a good one and an ace. Back and forth we go, as you would expect. Lexi looks over to Coach Lang, gets the assignment, and jump serves it again. A knuckleball and another ace. Wacky to come off your hand like that, and it's a successful one again, going right at Elena Richardson. Jump serve again. Went at Richardson again and aced it for the third time. The trifecta there, and it's going to be a timeout, Auburndale. Newman's got their biggest lead, 15-12. We'll be back. You're watching High School Girls Volleyball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
15-12, Newman Catholic here in the first. Jump serve again, going right at Richardson again. And who was in the net? They're going to say that it was out. 16-12. Richardson, my goodness. Lexi Rice has had her way here in this service area for Newman Catholic. She's got 4 aces, all of them going at Elena Richardson. And the Cardinals up 5. Going right back at her. Nope, going at Anderson this time. Free one, but into the nets. When Maddie Keene. And a break there for Auburndale. Alexis Goddard will be in to serve. Newman Catholic over the weekend beats Pacelli and Columbus Catholic. And again, over the top it went for Lauren Thiel. Point Cardinals. They beat Pacelli and Columbus Catholic, lost to McDonell, Regis, and Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran at the Lacrosse Diocese Invitational. Wolf goes over, back line, popped up by France at the net. Soboleski. Anderson digs it out. Far side, Sydney Wolf puts it in. 14 serving 18, Jalen Schur in for the Eagles. Jalen flat-footed serve. Back to, no. forearmed it. It looks like did Katie Keene, and Sydney Wolf can't get it over. 19-14. And coming back in will be Stevie Chica, number 6 for the Cardinals. Maddie Keene to serve. Kylie Anderson, sure, back sets it to Wolf, block to the net. And Anderson and Steins run into each other. And Newman's the first to 20 here in the first set. C&D Auto Repair, or C&D Auto Body Repair and Sales is a complete auto body repair shop. They provide free estimates and guarantee complete satisfaction. They'll work with your insurance company to make it easy for you and do windshield glass installation too. Contact Chad and Dan at C&D Auto today on County Trunk E in Arpin. Sent over, right over the top of the tape. Kylie Anderson from the back row, popped up by Keene. Soboleski. Sometimes you just get lucky. Camille didn't get a good swing at it, but it trickled over the net and went down. Brooke Thiel, the sophomore, in to serve. 21-15. Auburndale will take their second and final timeout. 21-15, Newman Catholic. We'll be back at the end of the set. Watch high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
21-15 coming out of the break. Brooke Thiel needing 4 more for Newman Catholic. Serve over the top, dug out by Anderson, sure at the net. Elena Steins blocked by Soboleski and McCarthy. The length of Newman Catholic. And a service error that time. 16 is serving 22. Popped up again. Soboleski in the middle this time. Blocked by Katzenberger. McCarthy to the back line and out. And Newman wanting a touch. I don't think there was, and Newman upset about the no call that time. Nonetheless, 17 serving 22. Anderson with the ace. Kylie Anderson aces it. Serving 22. Jump serve. Popped up again. Soboleski, why not? Dug out by Anderson into the bleachers. It's played. Kylie's able to get it over, and they continue. Soboleski winds up again at the net again. McCarthy mistimed her jump. Timeout. No, maybe not. Looked like Newman was ready to call a timeout. Coach Lang will call a timeout. 19 serving 22 when we come back. Got us a good one here in the first. You're watching high school girls volleyball and Zaleski Sports presented by ShedSliver.com.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded hybrid mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Welcome back to Auburndale High School. We got a good one here for you. As we expected, it was at one point a 22-15 lead for Newman. Kylie Anderson and the Eagles have scored 4 in a row. Got to within 3 here in the first set. Coach Lang taking her first timeout. Anderson, the senior, the jump serve, and served it long. And that is exactly what you hope for if you're a coach calling timeouts. Stop that momentum. Make the players think a little bit more out of that timeout and then have the service error. Camille Soboleski trying to finish it up here for Newman Catholic. Jump serve right at Sydney Wolf. Chased down by Jalen Schur. And Chesney Nagel sends it over. Soboleski for Rice to Thiel. Blocked, but through the block and down. And we're at set point here, 24-19. Soboleski trying to finish it off right at Kylie Anderson. Schur chases it down to Katzenberger down the line. Popped up by Keene. Right to Thiel. Anderson is there. Jalen Schur on the pass over to Chesney Nagel down the line. Rice again. Thiel again. Blocked by Katzenberger. 20 serving 24. Set point 2 for Newman Catholic. Kennedy Crane in. Chesney Nagel to serve. Nice serve there by Nagel. Soboleski from the back row says, I'll take it myself. Nagel sets up to the near side for Abigail Schmidt. McCarthy over the top. Nagel's there. Schmidt again at it. Soboleski chased down by Rice. Near side for Thiel, too strong. 21 serving 24. Volleyball, such a momentum game. Even if Newman wins this first set, momentum to Auburndale. There's an ace, back line for Nagel. Right over the head of Lauren Thiel. 22 serving 24. Nagel at it again, right at Thiel again. Rice back sets it to Soboleski, blocked by Katzenberger. Rice to Thiel, and down and in. Lauren Thiel makes up for it, and she wins the first set for Newman Catholic, 25-22. We'll switch sides and start set number 2. After this, you're watching high school girls volleyball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey Gilbert, did you hear Mittens in Marshfield's running a huge anniversary sale and the savings are explosive?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a great deal on some furniture and take it easy this semester.
Anniversary? Already? Party!
Ah, Poindexter's lost again.
Oh my cookies!
This store is huge and everyone is so friendly.
You'll geek out over our huge anniversary savings at Mittens in Marshfield.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
Welcome back to Auburndale High School. We get you ready for set number 2 here is a 25-22 win for Newman Catholic in the first set. Shout out our buddy Dave Hahn watching from Bowler tonight. Mentioned Dave last week as well. He's nearing 200 career games as a public address announcer in the eastern part of the state. Appreciate Dave's good work. He was in the booth when Stratford and Wittenberg played in an overtime matchup 2 weeks ago now. But looking forward to going back to Wittenberg-Burnhamwood in week 9 of the high school football season. We'll be over there for what could be a monumental game, conference championship implications. And the week before, it'll be Amherst and Wittenberg in week 9, Amherst-Stratford in week 8. Sydney Wolf off the block. And Auburndale leads 1-0. Put a little bit more behind that one, did Sydney Wolf. And 1-0 Eagles. Sent over by Goddard. And Lauren Thiel mistimed her jump, and it's 2-0 Auburndale. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue and brockanddecker.com or on Facebook. Attack error there by Maddie Keene, and it's 3-0 Auburndale. Just underway here in the second. Service up again for Alexis Goddard, and she aced it on the back line. No argument there from Camille Soboleski. The back line judge staring right down that line, and he had a good look at it. Back line again, Soboleski, Rice. Tipped at the net by Steins. Rice back sets it to Thiel, and it's on this other side of the antenna. 5-0 Auburndale. And Coach Lang in between every point taking an opportunity to teach. That's why she's one of the best ever in the state of Wisconsin. Line drive serve, Rice in the middle, and too strong on that one for Keene. Auburndale out to a 6-0 lead. think we were in Wisconsin Rapids a couple weeks ago. Rapids had an 8-1 lead at one point and then ended up still losing the set. So we'll get you some scores. We'll take a commercial break in a little bit, but some scores from around Zaleski Sports. WIAA Fremont and Iola Scandinavia just underway from the Thunderdome in Iola. Rhinelander and Mosinee, the Mosinee Indians, as good as they've ever been. 17-9 this year. Or excuse me, 17-9 is their score. They're 20-3 on the year. They're 3-0 in the GNC, Great Northern Conference. Of course, our score here, 6-0 Auburndale. DC Everson, Wisconsin Rapids. Still 0-0 in that one. Eau Claire Memorial up 2-0 on Eau Claire North in soccer. Wrightstown up 1-0 in their first game over Wapaka. Shockton and Amherst just underway. The run up by Wolf, and it's blocked and out again. 7 in a row for Auburndale. Amherst lead Shockton 1-0 in their first set. Our last game is Columbus Catholic and Neilsville. Joe Anderson running solo tonight. Nice pass. Dug up by Soboleski. Camille from the back row. Popped up by Goddard. In the middle, blocked by Steins. Columbus Catholic all over Neilsville, 25-8 in their first set. What I tell you, momentum is such the name of a game here in volleyball. Auburndale didn't have a good run in the middle of that first set, but gained the momentum coming out of that first set. And blocked by Steins again. Miscommunication by the Cardinals again, and it's 9-0 Auburndale. The momentum they gained at the end of that first set, as Alexis Goddard, the only way Newman could score here in the second is a service error by Alexis Goddard. She did a heck of a job putting this Eagles team up 9-1 here in the second. Lauren Thiel trying to Lauren Thiel now trying to will her team back, and she aces it again. See a lot of these serves from these other teams and just lollipops it over. Not Newman Catholic. Line drive serve from just about everybody. That was a little bit of a bigger looper there. Nagel up to Wolf. Francis there. Thiel again. Nice pass. Steins down and in. Put them where they ain't. And Elena Steins down that right line and scored again. Jalen Schur, the junior, in to serve. Back line for Thiel. Rice. Soboleski dug out by Wolf. In the middle for Stein. Scores again. It was a heck of a job by Auburndale to be able to play that up when Camille attacks it. Over it goes. Sent up by Katie Kearns that time, number 11, and Camille Soboleski says, I will not be denied this time. Maddie Keene in to serve now for Newman Catholic. And she serves along. 12-3 Auburndale. And the freshman Abigail Schmidt into the game for the Eagles. Knuckleball serve that time. Rice sets up for Soboleski. Times her jump. Dug out by Anderson. Back row attack for Sydney Wolf. Back over to Soboleski again. That one is in. Point for Camille. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. Served by Brooke Thiel. Free one here for Newman Catholic, McCarthy, and Soboleski. Brooke Thiel, a sophomore. Line drive serve, popped up, Nagel, sure. And it's played over. And Soboleski says not anymore. That was a wild one. It looked like it may not have gotten blocked to the net, but it was, and Auburndale was able to play it up. Then Newman able to get the point. In the middle for Steins. Blocked by Soboleski. Sure sets up for Nagel. Chesney down the line. Sent up by Chica, and point for Auburndale. 13-6 Eagles. Kylie Anderson, the jump serve. Popped up by Chica. Rice over to Soboleski. Camille scores again. If they need a point, you know who they're going to. They're all states. Outside hitter Camille Soboleski. Really, why would you go to anybody else? The way that she's been playing tonight. Lauren Thiel has played a nice night as well. Enya McCarthy has played good at the net too. Katzenberger to the back line. Soboleski is there. Rice to Thiel. And too strong for Lauren Thiel. Popped it up. Popped it a little too far. Whether you need a new garage door or just an adjustment, stop and see Door Pro on Highway 153, just east of Stratford. You can always give them a call or like them on Facebook. Chesney Nagel, a nice serve, chased down by Rice. Back sets it to McCarthy, and Enya too strong. 15-7 Auburndale. Chesney Nagel at it again. The junior. Thiel to Rice, up ahead to Lauren Thiel, too strong again. The attack errors in this second set have proven woeful here for the Newman Catholic Cardinals. And Chesney Nagel aced it. And Coach Lang will use her second and final timeout. We'll step aside. 17-7 Auburndale. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
All Auburndale here in the second set. They lead 17-7. It has been the self-inflicted mistakes by Newman Catholic that have paid dividends for Auburndale. Alexis Goddard started this set with 8 serves in a row. Auburndale led 9-0 to start this second set. Thiel to Rice to McCarthy at the net. Blocked by Crane. Katzenberger the line. Blocked again. Wolf and Kylie Anderson sends it over. Popped up again. McCarthy to Anderson. Played off the net and over by Crane. Punched up with the left hand by McCarthy. Nagel to Katzenberger. Tipped at the net and down. What a job by Kennedy Crane during that volley. And it's 18-7 Auburndale. Nagel at it again, line drive that time, chased down by Rice. Soboleski right off the bottom of her palm. Lauren Thiel winds up and attacks it in. 18 for the libero. Anna France. Up ahead to Katzenberger, who mistimed her jump and put it in the nets. 9 serving 18. Anna will do it again. Popped up. Nagel chased it down to the net for Katzenberger. Punched over by Maya. Richardson will check in to serve it up here for Auburndale. 19 serving 9. Loops it over. Soboleski to Rice on the wind and can't be played up. The aggressive attack by Maddie Keene that time came all the way across the court. The running start, flew high and smashed it down. Now Lexi Rice, who in the first set had 5 serves and 4 of them aces at Talena Richardson. Goes right back at her, but serves it high and out. Auburndale the first to 20 here in the second. (20 serving 10 here in the second. Alexis Goddard, who started this second set with 8 points in a row, will start it and aces it in the back corner. My goodness. What a job by Alexis Goddard here in the second set. She has been outstanding for Auburndale. Right back at Soboleski. Rice. Thiel. Got it. Richardson couldn't play it up. See if Lauren Thiel can go on a run here for Newman Catholic to get him back in it. We saw the momentum swing in that first set. Swing towards Auburndale at the end. Newman did win the first set, but you could see it's the pendulum swinging. Kennedy Crane with a kill. (22 serving 11 for Jalen Schur. Rice sets up for Soboleski, and she puts it right down. 12 serving 22. McCarthy back in, as well as Stevie Chica, the sophomore. Maddie Keene into serve. And just long. Kylie Anderson with a good eye. (23-12). Sydney Wolf trying to finish it off here for Auburndale in the second. All Eagles here in the second set. Rice over to Soboleski. Camille goes cross court and scores again. Brooke Thiel will be in to serve, the sophomore for Newman Catholic. Right at Sydney Wolf, pops it up. Schur sets it for Nagel. Wow, flying there is Chica. What a play there by Stevie Chica. Sydney Wolf is there, pass up to Schur at the net, sets up for Stein, tipped at the net, and down. Elena Stein scores again. We're at set point. We're at set point here in the second. Late substitution by Auburndale. Kylie Anderson to Camille Soboleski. Pops up. Camille swings. Blocked and down by Maya Katzenberger and Abigail Schmidt. And Auburndale dominates the second set 25-13. We'll be back with the third set after this. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have three options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
The serving for Auburndale and the mistakes by Newman Catholic in that second set. Again, self-inflicted for Newman in that second set. Finds them tied with Auburndale here 1-1. Both teams have one playing on the right side of the court here. What is that? That's west to east, I think. I don't know. I think that sounds right. Just the way that we're facing with the railroad tracks out there. Yeah. Sets up again and scores it. Does Maddie Keene, and it's 1-0 Newman Catholic. So on the western side of the courts, on our right-hand side. Sydney Wolf scores it. Here comes Alexis Goddard, who dominated that second set with her serves. We're tied at 1 here. Sydney Wolf having a heck of a match tonight on her senior night. Alexis Goddard. Rice scores it again. And it's 2-1 Newman Catholic. Lauren Thiel had a really nice first set, was unheard from in the second set. See if she can redeem herself here, and she cannot on the service line anyway. We're tied at 2 for Jalen Schur. Yeah, good crowd here. The mini mites, the little diggers, the young volleyballers were here earlier, and that spot of the bleachers has been cleared out. Soboleski winds again, dug out by Sydney Wolf. Schur sets it to Nagel. Down the line, popped up again. Rice to Brooke Thiel. Sydney Wolf is there. Schur in the middle for Steins, and Elena scores again. (3-2) Auburndale. Schur, a nice serve. Soboleski to Rice to Soboleski. Richardson on the floor digs it out. Wolf swings, dug out by Thiel. Soboleski flat-footed this time. Anderson digs it out. Schur up ahead to Wolf. She's flat-footed as well on her attack. Back sets it to Soboleski. She wasn't, and she scores. Tied at 3. Stevie Chica back in for Newman Catholic. And Maddie Keene in to serve. Anderson, Schur, Sydney Wolf scores. Aced it. Wolf again. Set up for Soboleski. Dug out by Wolf. Chased down by Anderson. Schur sends it over. Soboleski. Wolf is there. In the middle for Steins. Tipped at the net and in again. 6-3 Auburndale. Some news out of Major League Baseball today. We'll cover that here in just a second. People are all up in arms about it, but you can only have 2 challenges per game, not per inning, not per at-bat. They're going to be bringing the robo-umps to Major League Baseball next year. Again, you can have 2 pitch challenges for an entire game as Sydney Wolf faces it again. They tried it out during spring training. That was pretty cool. They've had it in minor league baseball the last couple of years. You can be as upset as you want, but MLB umpires this year have not been very good. Wolf aces it again. just last night in the Brewers-Padres game was, I didn't stay up that late to watch the Brewers lose, but from the highlights that I saw, it was not good. The umpiring was awful. Sobolewski winds up. Wolf is there at the net. Popped up, can't be played again. McCarthy scores side out. Big point there for Newman Catholic. But again, you were allowed 2 challenges per game, much like the just like the manager challenges. That'll be coming to Major League Baseball next year. Going to, almost clipped the basketball hoop. Chesney Nagel down the line. Thiel. Camille swings and scores again. Again, Camille Sobolewski moving to Northfield, Minnesota next fall to attend St. Olaf. The Olies. I think St. Olaf just beat Whitewater last weekend, #1 team in the country. Short serve and an ace for Lexi Rice. Again, Lexi went on that run in the middle of the first set where she had 4 aces and 5 serves. And served a wide that time. Points to Auburndale. We'll be back with you on Thursday. Wisconsin Valley Conference Volleyball from the Wisconsin Rapids Fieldhouse. The Red Raiders and the DC Everest Evergreens. Sobolewski from the back row scores it. 7 serving 9 coming up. Iowa Scandinavia up 1-0 over WIAA Fremont, and they're up 6-4 in the second set. I think Mosney's going to cruise to a win over Rhinelander. Popped up there. Lauren Thiel blocked by Schmidt. Wind up again. Blocked again. Sure. Back sets it to Schmidt down the line. Popped up by Sobolewski. Back row attack by Keene. And it went out. Went long. And it's 10-7 Auburndale. I think Mosney up 2-0 on Rhinelander. See that soccer match in Wisconsin Rapids still 0-0 just a minute into the second half. Chesney Nagel serves it into the net. Anna France, the libero, into serve now. Our other soccer match, 4-0 Eau Claire Memorial over North. Wrightstown up on Wapaka 1-0, and they're tied at 3 in the second. And there's an ace for France, and we're within 1 here in the second. Amherst leads Shiocton 1-0. They lead 3-0 in the second set. And Columbus Catholic all over Neillsville tonight. Serving 9 right over the top of the tape for Richardson. Over goes Keene. Richardson to Anderson. Passes it to Wolf. Sydney Wolf with authority puts it in. 12-9 Auburndale. Wow. Thank you to our game day sponsors, Westside Auto Body in Auburndale, Sweats Country Corner, Martin Blanker, and Hop to Well Drilling here in Auburndale. Richardson again. Keene didn't make it over. Oh my gosh. It was out anyway, but they let that one go even though it the Newman coaching staff look at each other like, oh, we almost got away with one there. Wow, that would have been pretty bad if they would have I mean, they were within inches of scoring on that back line. Keene got blocked. Rice to Thiel. Anderson up ahead to Wolf. Dug out by Thiel. Soboleski back row attack. Didn't make it over. 14-9 Auburndale. And Coach Lang will use a timeout. We'll step aside. Eagles lead by 5. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Selesky Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
All right, welcome back to Auburndale. Just past 8 o'clock here in central Wisconsin. CMA's Braden Sutter as we bring you Merriwood South girls volleyball action tonight. Again, we would have had these reads, we would have had these commercials for Auburndale football on Friday, but their game got canceled. That was their Rochelle week. Rochelle went to 8-man, so they had to find a different team. They played Barks River Harris out of the UP. And I think it was, they said, just east of Escanaba. And those boys traveled all this way to come and play and unable to play and had to make the trip all the way back home. They're running for Keene and chased down by Crane. Nagel sends it over. Popped up Soboleski. Rice. Keene's going to try it again. The running. Oh, it was touched by Anderson. May have been out if Kylie didn't touch it. But Newman gets a big side out and the point. And here comes the sophomore Brooke Thiel to serve. That's such a tough read, though, when you're in the flow of the game and just hyped up on adrenaline. Anderson there again off the bottom of the basketball hoop, and Thiel aces it. See if Newman can get that mojo back. Popped up by Wolf. Nagel back sets it to Katzenberger. Too strong there by Maya. 3 in a row for Newman, and it's just a 2-point set here in the third. Right at Richardson. Nagel over to Wolf. Sidney out. Four in a row, and see if Coach Schmutzer will take a timeout. No, she's going to let him keep going. If Brooke Thiel scores again, you can maybe bookmark it that she would take a timeout. Oh, bad pass there by Nagel. Jousted and won by Keene. And there it is, a timeout for Auburndale. We're tied at 14. The momentum swinging back to Newman Catholic. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Selesky Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
All the momentum swinging back to Newman Catholic now. They were down 14-9. Brooke Thiel has served 4 in a row, including an ace. See if she can get Newman Catholic their first lead since 2-1 here in this third set. That's exactly what happened, but the Auburndale way, and Katzenberger able to pop it up. Sydney Wolf can't play it up. Brooke Thiel's serving has put that momentum back to Newman. Exactly what happened for Auburndale in the first set. They trailed by quite a bit more. But then they used that momentum into the second set. Free one here for the Cardinals. Sobolewski to Rice. Keene the running attack and scores it. 16-14. 7 in a row for Newman. Dug out by Anderson. Nagel is there, far side. Sydney Wolf swings, dug out by France. Chased down by Rice. Sobolewski, back row attack. Anderson is there. Nagel sets up for Katzenberger, blocked to the net, and can't be returned. A big side out, much needed for Auburndale, and they will get the serve. C&D Auto Body Repair and Sales is your complete auto repair shop. They provide free estimates and guarantee complete satisfaction. They'll work with your insurance company to make it easy for you and do windshield insulation too. Contact Chad and Dan at C&D Auto today on County Trunk E in Arpin. Stein scores. We're tied at 16. Alexis Goddard to serve it up. France, Rice, left-hand attack that time by Keene. Sydney Wolf, Camille Sobolewski's there. Right back to Thiel. Lauren Thiel over the blocks. Katzenberger back in. Anderson will follow suit. Get the substitution and then the libero. Thiel the jump serve. Richardson the dig. Nagel far side. Wolf winds up. Touched. It was in anyway, and we're tied at 17. Sydney Wolf having herself a night. Jalen Schur into serve. Tied at 17 here in the third. Schur. Keene pops it up. Sobolewski winds. Cross court and out. And Auburndale back on top, 18-17. That is such a tough ball to defend. When you got a player like Sobolewski swinging, she goes cross court. Sobolewski digs it that time. Rice. Keene just palmed it and pushed it over. Anderson sends it over. Rice to Sobolewski at the net, and that time she scores it. Chica back in for Thiel. Maddie Keene into serve. And in an ace. Newman back on top here in the third. Keene again. Anderson digs it out. Schur at the net. Stein's in the middle. And sent over by Keene. No. We're tied at 19. Sydney Wolf into serve. Thiel back in for Chica. Abigail Schmidt, the freshman, in for Elena Richardson. Wolf gets the okay. Back line and served it long. Newman the first to 20 here in the third. Kate Kearns back in for Newman Catholic, number 11. Lexi Rice pounds the ball a couple of times and jump serves it. Wolf there, Schur, pass it up to Nagel. Field to Soboleski. Dug out by Wolf. And just missed that line. And Coach Schmutzer will take her second timeout. 21-19, Newman Catholic on top. We'll take a break. You're watching high school girls volleyball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Back and forth, third set here in Auburndale. Newman Catholic won the first set 25-22. Auburndale dominated the second set 25-13. And Newman back with the momentum and the serve for Lexi Rice. Trying to finish out this third set. We're tied at 1 apiece. Short serve, Wolf. Anderson pops it up over to Nagel. Tipped at the net. It's going to be in, or it's going to be out, but a off the block. And we will not get our magical numbers this set. Kylie Anderson to serve, 20 serving 21. The senior with the jump serve. Popped up, Keene to Soboleski. Camille to the back line, Sydney Wolf at the net, sure. And that's going to be 4 for Newman, or excuse me, for Auburndale, and it's 22-20. Camille Soboleski. Wolf, sure, to Wolf. Soboleski able to make a play out of it somehow. Anderson digs it out. Nagel over to Schmidt. Free one here for the Cardinals. Rice in the middle for McCarthy. Scores it. A double set point here, 23-20. Substitution will be Kendall Novotny for Schmidt. And they'll reserve. Somebody wasn't ready. Wolf, sure, chases it down. Katzenberger cross court. Much needed side out for Auburndale, and Maya Katzenberger provides it. 21-23. Chesney Nagel to serve. Holds it high above her head. Thiel chased down by Rice. Right back to Thiel at the net. Bad pass there by Lexi Rice. And point goes to Auburndale. 22 serving 23. Coach Schmutzer just tells her girls to communicate. Nagel line drive serve. Thiel digs it out. Rice back sets it to McCarthy. The swing blocked. McCarthy again. Wolf is there. Chesney Nagel up ahead to Katzenberger. Maya through the block. She plays it up. Wolf up ahead to Nagel. Back corner, Rice. Soboleski passes it to Thiel. Kylie Anderson is there. Chesney Nagel sets up to Katzenberger down the line. Rice is there. Soboleski passes it to Thiel again. Nagel to Anderson. Back row for Wolf. Sends it along. And we're at set point here in the third. And it'll be Anna France, the libero. One of 3 seniors on this Cardinals team. Popped up by Schmidt. Nagel. Katzenberger Back line. In the middle. Schmidt flying all over Crane. Rice. Keene on the run and wide by Maddie Keene. 23 serving 24, set point 2 for Newman. Elena Richardson to serve. Back line and long. And Newman wins set number 3, 25-23 on a service error. A couple of service errors by Auburndale does it in for the Eagles here in the third. Newman leads it 2-1. We'll have the fourth when we come back. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Hey, need a lift? No, I can't give you a ride because I can't drive yet. But I can tell you all about the new awesome lift chairs at Mall Furniture. These things are so cool.
Mall Furniture has over 40 lift chairs in stock and ready for delivery anywhere in central Wisconsin.
Let's be real. We all need a lift once in a while. So when it's your turn for a new lift chair, head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Auburndale High School. I was getting ready to sing again, but then I decided not to, so it's better off that I don't. Some other scores here on Zaleski Sports as about 20 seconds or so away from our fourth set. No finals yet. WIAA, Fremont, and Iowa Scandinavia tied at 1 set apiece. Mosinee is a point away from picking up another conference win. DC Everest 1. And Wisconsin Rapids 0. In the 60th minute from Wisconsin Rapids. Big conference game there from Southwood County Stadium. Eau Claire Memorial all over North 5-0. Wrightstown and Waupaca in a commercial break. Well, looks like Wrightstown took set number 2 against Waupaca. That might be 2-0 Tigers over the Comets. Auburndale will have the serve. Nope, Newman Catholic will. That'll be Brooke Thiel. Again, no matter how this one ends up, we'll be on the court with our Nacerville Dairy postgame show. Talk to a winning coach and a player of the game. See how it all pans out here. Line drive serve. Sydney Wolf lines and scores! Official said 4 hits. I don't know if that was true or not, but either way, that was a heck of an effort by Newman Catholic. Sobolewski just a little strong on that one. Alexis Goddard in to serve. And ace it. Newman Catholic with 5 girls in the back row, and Lexi Rice, the only one up by the net, and it fell in between 4 of them. Goddard again, popped up. Lauren Thiel right over the top. Nagel was there. Sets up for Sydney Wolf again and scores again. Whew, that was close. Kennedy Crane let it go and looking for validation on the call. That was close. Wrightstown leads Wolfpack at 2-0. Amherst and Shiocton. Amherst leads 1-0. Shiocton leads the second set 20-19. And Columbus Catholic is finished up with Neelsville 3-0. Keene scores. Maddie Keene for Newman Catholic gets the side out. First points for the Cardinals here in the 4th. Fewer games on Thursday, but still a good chunk. Some football games on Friday, of course, and then we've got 2 on Saturday this week. Stratford and Colby. I think it's Stratford's homecoming this week. Taking on Colby on Saturday, and then Wausau West is taking on Spash on Saturday. Jalen Schur in to serve. Popped up by Lauren Thiel. Camille Soboleski at the net and scores it. Take the first step to building your customized home at Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to see floor plans, schedule a tour, or begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to get started today. All the way up to the net for Nagel. Popped up by Keene. Far side for Soboleski, and Camille nearly scored again. What a heck of a play by Jalen Schur, and then Sydney Wolf finishes it off. Jalen Schur kept that one alive for Auburndale, and Sydney Wolf finished it up. Abigail Schmitz will be in for Auburndale. Sydney Wolf to serve. Soboleski will wind again. Wolf is there. Schur chases it down for Chesney Nagel and scores it. Six serving 2 here. Stevie Chica back in for the Cardinals. Right at Chica. In the middle for Soboleski. Anderson digs it out off the ceiling. Nagel plays it. Nagel scores it. Auburndale cross-country runners have joined the party. Right at Keene, going right back to Soboleski and dug it out again, did the Eagles. Tough play at the net. Points, Newman. Rose Hasenhorl having another nice year on the cross-country tracks, the routes. Alexi Rice sends it long. Kylie Anderson to serve, 8 serving 3 here in the 4th. Newman leads at 2-1. Soboleski digs it, Rice sets it, and McCarthy with the left hand kills it. Dig, set, kill. Point, Newman. Camille Soboleski will look over to Coach Lang. Get her assignment. Schur in the middle for Nagel. Blocks, played up. Schur sets it again. Wolf from the back line. In the middle for McCarthy, sent it long. I will tell you, and I probably might just jinx her right now, but there have been very few, if any, in-play errors. Been a couple of 4 hits, but very few lifts or carries or double hits. And very few, barely any tonight. Thiel digs it out, and Anderson nearly scored that one across the courts, but Lauren Thiel with another point for Newman Catholic, and now Anna France. A knuckleball serve and didn't get over the net. 10 serving 5 coming up. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight here on Zaleski Sports. Steve Maves, Braden Sutter from beautiful Auburndale High School. Always a joy to come here. Appreciate our friends here in Auburndale. And again, Maddie Keene with the kill. Unless we get plucked for a playoff game or two here in Auburndale. Well, again, we'll see how all that pans out once seeding meetings and brackets come out at the end of October. But this may be our last time here at Auburndale until the basketball season. Anderson digs it. Nagel chases it down. Wolf attacks it. And it touched her arm. It looked like it touched her bicep. They're going to say no. Anna France got away with one there. Wow. Kylie Anderson on the attack. France. Right back to Wolf with the left hand. Popped up by Keene. Soboleski. Richardson. Nagel. Katzenberger gets blocked. Crane digs it out. Nagel passes over to Wolf on the near side. Soboleski is there. Lauren Thiel has it blocked up. Back sets to Kennedy Crane. In the middle, and Keene scores again. And they're going to wipe up the floor here on the near side. Maddie Keene is so good at getting her hand on the top of that ball, looking like she palms it. Doing just enough where they don't get the call. Richardson to Nagel to Katzenberger. 9 serving 10 here as Brooke Thiel continues her service for the Cardinals. The middle for Nagel. Wolf lines and kills it right over the head of Brooke Thiel. Big side out point, Auburndale. Perfect placement there. Elena Steins comes back in. Alexis Goddard to serve. Thiel, Keene, Soboleski, Rice, and France for Newman on the court right now. Rice to Keene. Wolf lines, blocked. Nagel to Crane, who gets blocked. Nagel, what a pass over. Richardson sends it. Soboleski to Rice. Keene on the windup, dug out by Goddard. Richardson sends over. Free one here for the Cardinals. Rice. Keene on the run up again and kills it again. Maddie Keene scores again. That was just all athleticism there for Maddie Keene. Again, she comes from the middle of the court and gets that running start. Perfect pass as well by Lexi Rice. And now Lauren Thiel. And she aced it. Lauren Thiel with the ace. We're tied at 11 here in the fourth. Thiel the jump serve again. Popped up by Richardson. Nagel. Steins in the middle. Blocked. Crane plays it up. Wolf. Soboleski winds and kills it. And Newman's got the lead. 12-11. Auburndale led 10-5 in this set. They trail now 12-11. Thiel again, Richardson. Nagel to Wolf. Scores it. She pancaked it, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway as Lexi Rice carried it up. That was good effort there by Brooke Thiel. Trying to get that one off the floor. We're tied at 12 for Jalen Schur. And she aces it at Soboleski. And Coach Lang wants a line check for her girls here. Make sure everybody is in the right spot. All right, Schur on the serve. Soboleski on the dig. Rice to Keene, who didn't make it over. 14-12, Auburndale here in the fourth. Both teams still have both their timeouts. Thiel to Rice to Soboleski. Blocked by Steins and Nagel. Don't see that very often on a Soboleski attack. Camila's been so good tonight, and she's been aced against twice. And it's 16-12, timeout. Newman Catholic will step aside. Eagles lead by 4. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
16-12 in favor of Auburndale here in the fourth, but I've seen this before. Auburndale's got a lead, and Coach Lang is so good at taking her timeouts to stop momentum and kill the serves, and almost had a service error there. There was somebody who was in the net, and they're going to say Elena Steins was. There is your service break. And side out, Maddie Keene into serve now. A good one in the Thunderdome tonight in Iowa Scandinavia. Line drive serve by Keene. And Elena Richardson and Chesney Nagel miscommunicate. Point to the Cards. Wisconsin Rapids has tied it up against DC Everest 1-1 in the 74th minute. Those two teams play again in 2 weeks at DC Everest. Chesney Nagel off the block, through the block and down. Abigail Schmidt back in for Auburndale. And Sydney Wolf will be in to serve. And a short one there, and she aced it. It's amazing what they can do with with the volleyball. Just the way that the way it drops. A lot like a baseball. The way it can drop, the way it can knuckle. Just like that one again. Played up, Soboleski smashes it down. My goodness. The Olies are going to be happy that they picked up Camille and St. Olaf next year. In the MIAC Conference, Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Conference. Elena Stein sends over. Thiel's unable to play it up. 19-15. Stevie Chica back in. And Kylie Anderson to serve. If this does go to a fifth set, the biggest play of this game might be the coin flip during the captain's meeting on which team will have which side. Soboleski pops up. Wolf to Nagel. Chesney Nagel scores it. Auburndale the first to 20 here in the fourth. Kylie Anderson to serve it up. Short serve. Rice to Soboleski. Too strong on that one. See if Coach Lang will just let him play through it. Nope, never mind. Newman will take their second and final timeout. We'll be back to Auburndale after this. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
(21-15) here in the fourth. Auburndale on top. They trail 2-1. Looking to make it to a fifth set here on this Tuesday night. Camille Soboleski says, I'm going to try and go home in the fourth. 16 serving 21 now for Lauren Thiel. And now Camille will be back to serve. Lauren Thiel just checked in. (16 serving 21). All-State senior with the serve. And Katzenberger able to send it over in the middle for McCarthy. It looked like off of Katzenberger's noggin. They continue. Thiel dug up by Wolf. Chesney Nagel. Lauren Thiel with the dig. Back over to Lauren. Cross court and scores it. Off balance. Lauren Thiel still able to score it. Auburndale 2 timeouts yet, if they need them. Camille Soboleski to serve. 17 serving 21. Short serve, and she aced it. See how long Coach Mutzer will let him go? She won't let him go much longer. She'll take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 18 serving 21 when we come back. Momentum swinging to Newman Catholic. Watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
At R&R Flooring and Furniture, we sell products that look good and products that last.
You want a great selection at a great price and a company that stands behind their products? You will find Wolfcraft, Ashley, Marshfield Furniture, and more.
Looking to get the best sleep of your life? We have a mattress for you. Get a 15-year non-paraded high-bred mattress for only 25 cents a night, and we also carry adjustable beds. When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses, it's easy. Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
The pendulum has swung back to Newman Catholic here. They are trailing by 3, but all momentum to the Cardinals. Short serve again. Kylie Anderson is there. Jalen Schur sets up. Katzenberger kills it and scores it. 22-18. Chesney Nagel to serve. Kennedy Crane back in for Auburndale. Chesney Nagel to serve for the Eagles. Short serve, dug out by Lauren Thiel. Rice over back to Lauren, and she sends it long, and Newman begging for a touch, and they are not going to get it. 23-18 in favor of Auburndale. And Coach Lang can't believe it either. (23-18), Chesney Nagel. And she aced it. 24-18, we're at set point. Dropped right in front of Lauren Thiel. We're talking about the deception and the things they can do with the volleyball right there. It just dropped right in front of her. Chesney Nagel going to try and end it. And tried that drop ball again and put it into the nets. Set point number 2, 24-19. Anna France needs to go on a run here for the Cards. Dug out. Nagel at the net. Katzenberger sends it over, and it's in! And Auburndale scores it, and they win it 25-19. We'll have the 5th and final set. We'll tell you which side will be on which side when we come back. First to 15, win by 2. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey Gilbert, did you hear Mittens in Marshfield's running a huge anniversary sale and the savings are explosive?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a great deal on some furniture and take it easy this semester.
Anniversary? Already? Party!
Ah, Poindexter's lost again.
Oh my cookies!
This store is huge and everyone is so friendly.
You'll geek out over our huge anniversary savings at Mittens in Marshfield.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
Deep breath in, deep breath out. Again, I have no skin in this game, but man, this is a lot of fun for both sides. It's been a tremendous match all night long, and we're going to a fifth and final here in Auburndale. Huh? Go through the scores here so far. Newman won the first set 25-22. Auburndale won set 2 25-13. Newman won the third set 25-23. And Auburndale just won the fourth set 25-19. So they were all close except for that second one where Auburndale just dominated. And Newman will start with the serve. And it'll be Brooke Thiel, the sophomore. Here we go. First to 15, win by 2. Sorry. Bumped the camera. And here goes Brooke. Line drive serve. Dug out by Richardson. Nagel near side for Sydney Wolf. Blocked. Popped up by Anderson. In the middle for Katzenberger. Through the block. Punched up. And it's going to be out. Point Auburndale. Kennedy's had a couple of those for Auburndale where she stood right on the line and waited for a call. It's 1-0 Auburndale. And Alexis Goddard to serve. Flat-footed serve, back line, and she aced it down the line. No argument from Newman Catholic. Perfect placement again for Goddard. She has been serving outstanding tonight for Auburndale. Goddard at it again. Knuckleball serve. Keene digs it out. Rice back to Thiel. Tipped at the net. Nagel is there. Pass it up to Sydney Wolf, who attacks it. Dug out by Soboleski. Rice over to Lauren Thiel. Dug out by Goddard. Near side again for Wolf. Too strong on that one for Sydney Wolf. Side out point. Newman Catholic. And Lauren Thiel will be in to serve. Lauren was our player of the game through the first set. And line drive serve. Nearly ace that one. Richardson, Nagel, free one here for the Cards. France, Soboleski, Camille puts it in. We're tied at 2. Nearly automatic for the All-State senior. And Lauren Thiel to serve it up again. Short serve, and Crane is there. Free one again coming up here for the Cardinals. Pass all the way across. Anderson passed it to Wolf. Sydney tipped at the net. Thiel plays it up. Back corner. Oh, tough play here. Point is going to be scored by Maddie Keene. Coach Schmutzer looking for an explanation. And Lauren Thiel serves it again into the net. We're tied at 3. Back and forth we go. Jalen Schur wiping her hands off on her jersey as she comes in to serve. The junior server knuckleballed it and aced it. 4 serving 3, Auburndale on top. Sure does it again. That's Soboleski. Chase down Rice. Soboleski at the net right over the top of the block. Sure is there. Near side for Wolf. Winds and kills it. Sydney Wolf. 5 serving 3. Sure to serve. A barn burner tonight in Auburndale. Thiel digs it. Rice sets it. Soboleski attacks it. Dug out by Anderson. Sure sets it for Sydney Wolf again off the bottom of her palm. Thiel is there. Rice in the middle for Keene. And sent it long. And it's 6-3 Auburndale. Timeout Coach Lang will step aside. It's Eagles 6, Cardinals 3 here in the 5th set. You're watching high school girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
All right, first time out taken here in the 5th and final set. Jalen Sure has the Eagles up 6-3. Sure to serve it up again. Back line, Soboleski. Rice back sets it to Keene. Free one here for the Eagles. Sure to Wolf. Have gone to Sydney the entire set so far. Rice up ahead to Soboleski. Camille winds, dug out by Kylie Anderson. Right back to Sydney Wolf. Winds it again, just missed it. And they're asking for a touch, and no touch had. Point, Newman Catholic. Sydney just missed that one on the back line, and now Maddie Keene. Line drive, serve. Sure in the middle for Steins. Right over the top, dug out by Rice. Thiel, Rice over, and out. 7-4 Auburndale. Abigail Schmidt, the freshman, back in. And the senior Sydney Wolf to serve. Dug out by Thiel. Rice to Soboleski. Camille dug out by Sydney Wolf. Sydney from the out-of-bounds line. Keene, Rice, Soboleski kills it. Sydney Wolf was exhausted and could not range over there. And Soboleski took advantage. 5 serving 7. Anna France. And timeout Auburndale. We'll keep it here, get you some scores from around Zaleski Sports right now, and then give you our upcoming schedule on Thursday. Columbus Catholic 3-0 over Neelsville. Mosney 3-0 over Rhinelander. And I believe Everest and Rapids finished out in a 0-0 tie in boys, or 1-1 tie in boys soccer. So what's that tell you? Nothing. It didn't change anything except now that they're tied atop the conference. Wapaka lost to Wrightstown 3-0. Waiwega Fremont up 2-1 on Iowa Scandinavia. iScan with a 14-12 lead in the 4th set. 5-0 Memorial over North Hockey. That's a final. And Amherst leads Shiocton 2-1 as they head to the 4th set in Amherst. Anna France to serve. 5 serving 7 here in the 5th. France the jump serve. Nagel digs it. Sure sets it. Back row attack for Anderson. Thiel is there. Rice up to Soboleski. Dug out by Wolf. Soboleski asks for it again. She gets it again. Wolf digs it again. Sure sets up for Nagel. Dug out by Lauren Thiel. Back to Soboleski. Third time is not a charm. It's blocked by Steins. 8-5 Auburndale. And the senior Kylie Anderson to serve. Soboleski, and it's played over. Sure, Katzenberger, she got blocked by Soboleski. They say it did get down in the court of play. And it'll be Camille to serve. 6 serving 8 here in the 5th. Back-to-back blocks by the front lines. Soboleski nearly aced it. Pass it up to McCarthy. She got it blocked, but it blocked out. Enya McCarthy, the sophomore. She's going to have a heck of a career. Seven serving 8. Soboleski at it again, right at Wolf. Anderson chases it down, and Scher's got to send it over. Free one here for the Cardinals. Rice up ahead to Lauren Thiel. Jalen Scher. Kylie Anderson at the net, and it's blocked up. It's blocked by McCarthy, and we're tied at 8. Wouldn't expect anything else the way that this game has gone. This match, I guess. We're tied at 8 here in the 5th. Right at Wolf again. Sure sets up for Katzenberger. Back corner and out. The momentum has swung back to Newman Catholic. They need 6. Soboleski right at Wolf again. Sure sets up for Nagel in the middle. Tries the back corner. Soboleski in the middle for McCarthy. Sure to Nagel. Off the block. And we're tied at 9. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth we go. And the junior Chesney Nagel to serve. Golf silent Jim. Dug out by Thiel at the net. Played up by Rice. Thiel, Wolf digs it. Nagel sets it. Katzenberger able to get it over are the Cardinals. Sets up again for Maya. Back out corner. Popped up by Keene. Thiel the running start, and she gets it in. Lauren Thiel. Newman the first to 10 here in the 5th. And Anna France in to serve. Right at Anderson. And can't be played back. Anna France with the ace. Timeout Auburndale. We'll keep it here. Coming up for Newman Catholic, they'll host Edgar next Tuesday for the likelihood of a conference championship. We'll have that game for you from Newman Catholic High School next Tuesday. Coming up on Thursday on Zaleski Sports will be Pachelia Rosholt, all volleyball. Pachelia Rosholt, DC Everset, Wisconsin Rapids, Spash at Marshfield. Pivotal conference game up in Marshfield as well. Wausau East at Wausau West. That's the pink game, their annual pink game. Columbus Catholic is at Colby, all girls volleyball on Thursday. Anna France going to try and finish this one up. It has been a doozy here in Auburndale tonight. Sent over. Schmitz to Wolf. Free one coming for the Cardinals. Rice sets up. Keene the running attack. And they say it was off the block. Maddie Keene, that running attack, scores again. Newman has scored 7 of the last 8 points. Sent over, free one, and killed by Keene. Auburndale, no timeouts left. Slipping away here for the Eagles. Anna France, a senior. And that one's wide. All right, now Auburndale needs a run. And Elena Richardson, the junior, to serve. Serving 13 here in the fifth. Right at Soboleski. Set up by France. Keene on the attack, but into the net. 11 serving 13. Richardson again at Thiel. Rice in the middle for Keene. Blocked by Katzenberger and Crane. And Coach Lang will use a timeout, and we will use our final timeout here in Auburndale. 13-12 Newman Catholic in the fifth. You're watching high school girls volleyball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
At Rice's More Than Floors, you'll find quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and of course, quality flooring. So you have three options. Come visit us here in Marshfield. We're near Fleet Farm. 2, check out our website, ricesmorethanfloors.com. Or 3, give us a call or text at 715-384-4554. And yes, pets are allowed in Rice's when accompanied by a well-behaved human.
I breathe in, I breathe out. Put one foot in front of the other. Oofta. 12 serving 13 here in Auburndale. It's been a whale of a match. We expected this. And it has lived up to the hype. Richardson the serve. Soboleski the dig. Up ahead to Lauren Thiel. She is blocked by Katzenberger. 13-13. No timeouts remaining for either side. Richardson over, dug out by Thiel. Popped up, back row attack for France. Free one here for Auburndale. Nagel sets up for Wolf. Bad pass by Nagel, and they play it up. It was touched by Auburndale. They play Kennedy Crane, and now they're going to call it 4. And we're at match point. It'll be Brooke Thiel to try and finish it for Newman Catholic. 14 serving 13. And Thiel to send. Dug out by Anderson. Chased down by Nagel to Wolf. Cross court, popped up by France. Rice in the middle for Keene. Too strong on that one. And we're tied at 14. Extra points in the fifth. And it'll be Alexis Goddard, who has been dynamite from the service line tonight. 14-14 extra points in the fifth. Goddard, the junior, takes a deep breath, sends it over. Thiel is there. Rice back sets it to Keene. Dug out by Goddard. It can't be played up. And Newman is at match point number 2. And Lauren Thiel will try and finish it off. Serving 14. Win by 2. Thiel sends it over. Richardson to Nagel. Sydney Wolf winds up. Dug out. Wolf can't play it up. And Newman Catholic wins it here tonight. What a match. And the Cardinals Conference Championship hopes stay alive with a 16-14 win here in the fifth set. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Nationville Dairy postgame show coming up next. You've been watching exciting Marywood South girls volleyball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Keeps our conference championship hopes alive with a thrilling 5-set win here tonight over Auburndale. Lauren, just talk about the match. You guys came out on fire in that first. They took care of business in the second against you guys, but an exciting one nonetheless.
Yeah, we came out really strong in the first set, and then we let it down a little bit. We let our energy come down, but then we just built it back up again and just got our energy back up, made the game fun again, and won. After
a game like tonight, you guys go 5 sets. Every game was close. Just talk about how you're able to keep that energy up and come away with a win.
We really just came together as a team and built up the energy and then the confidence, and we just focused and played our game.
All right, you guys can switch spots here. The libero obviously has to do a lot. The serving tonight for you guys was very, very good. Just talk about how important that was to get the win tonight.
Well, we all have to make our serves if they're going to pass it, and it honestly really came down to the serves because we would miss our serves, they'd miss our serves, and it was serving and service was the game, in my opinion.
And one of 3 seniors on this team, playing a big part on this team, obviously, but to keep that conference championship hope alive, you guys play Edgar next week. How important was it to get this win going into next week?
Oh my gosh, so important. I was like, no way when it happened.
Yeah, and just talk about that. Being able to play at home next week for a conference championship, how important is that?
So important because we'll have a bigger student section, better fans, and it's pink night, so it's all good.
All right, we're going to put you guys in the house, all right? Do you know what to do?
Yes. Say both our names together and then we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I messed it up last time.
This is loose, so don't worry about that.
All right. I'm Anna France. I'm Lauren Thiel. And we're in the house. Let me see you.
Congratulations. Thank you. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from Auburndale High School. Newman Catholic 3-2 over Auburndale tonight. A thrilling match. Thank you all for tuning in tonight and making us part of your Tuesday night. We'll be back with you on Thursday, Wisconsin Rapids and DC Everest from the Rapids Fieldhouse in Wisconsin Rapids, 7 o'clock in Wisconsin Rapids. For Braden Sutter, this is Steve Mave signing off. Hope you have a blessed night, and we'll talk to you again on Thursday here on Zaleski Sports.